Nzima's old house in his home village will be turned into a museum where all his work will be displayed. Earlier we spoke to our reporter Tumelo Machogo to tell us about the general mood within the Nzima family and the community in Lilydale and Mpumalanga on this historic day.
They're quite excited about the opening of this new museum that the family decided to donate the house to the Sam Nzima Foundation, the foundation that was started by the Sam Nzima family to make sure that they actually continue the legacy of Ntate Sam Nzima. You remember Sam Nzima is the photographer that took that iconic picture during the Soweto uprising in 1976, and also to that image that actually has been circulated across the world, and everyone knows Sam Nzima because of that picture. So today the family are opening the museum here. They're also launching the foundation here of Sam Nzima. Just behind me there's a statue actually that was actually made by a Zimbabwean artist, Norman Nyagurira, who actually made this statue for Sam Nzima. It's also going to be unveiled here today. This statue is actually immortalized the three people that you remember Sam Nzima took pictures of during that Soweto uprising. But let's speak to Sam Nzima's family and also Sam Nzima's son, Tolani Nzima, and also the chairperson of the Sam Nzima Foundation. Tolani, why did the family decide to donate the house to the Sam Nzima Foundation?
Well, thank you very much. It's an emotional decision. It is an emotional decision in the sense that this is the true Sam Nzima home. And at the time when we want to immortalize Sam Nzima and make sure that his legacy lives on, we felt as a family there is no point in keeping this house without putting it to good use. And there's no better way of doing it than for us to go to the humble beginnings. This is where Sam Nzima lived when he came back from Johannesburg, when he was banished into this place here. This is the house where he lived in until his last day. Sam Nzima collapsed here, and that subsequent to that he passed on. So it is an emotional decision because we are actually reconnecting with the spirit of Sam Nzima when we come back here. Yes, we have a bigger picture, we have a bigger legacy that we want to build, but in the meantime, because we don't have the funds yet, we want to start here and grow from here. And we believe spiritually that once we are here, we have reconnected with Sam Nzima, maybe we will see better prosperity going forward. But it is also an opportunity for us to, as you see now, to give exposure to the community of South Africa of this marvelous piece of work that was done by Norman Nyagurira in Zimbabwe. A piece of work that took 4 years to complete, and that took about 4 days to move from Bulawayo to here in South Africa. This is a masterpiece, and this is going to be the centerpiece of the new museum where we're going to. So we think we're making a good start here.
Okay, talk to me about how is it going to benefit the community. We know Lilydale is quite a rural community. It's still very dusty here. We still don't have like a lot of improvement that are happening here. How is this museum going to benefit the community here, and also even tourists that might want to come here and see the museum?
Well, let me start with the tourism side of it. In fact, we are at the avenue of some of the most luxurious private game lodges. Not very far from here, you've got Richard Branson's farm here, Ulusaba. You've got Mala Mala, you've got Sabi Sands, not very far from here. So from a tourism point of view, we are creating a landmark. That's going to be very interesting. But not only that, but by the virtue of the fact that we have this centerpiece here, that's going to be a very important collection in the museum. We still have the original camera that Sam Nzima used to take the picture. So that's also going to be an attraction. So we will enhance tourism. To a certain extent, it's not going to be a destination as such, but it will be a very important tourism route. So how this is going to benefit the community? Everything that we do here has to be community-based, as that was the life of Sam Nzima. So we are going to have the Early Child Development Center. We're going to have a cultural center. We're going to have a museum where we're going to be exhibiting not only the work of Sam Nzima, we're trying to tell the story of the people of Mpumalanga through this Sam Nzima Legacy Center.
All right, that's reporter Tumelo Machogo in Mpumalanga at the opening of the Sam Nzima Museum.